foreigner bubble. What is it and how do you get inside it? And once you're inside it, will you ever want to leave? There's a couple different spots in the 7,500 plus islands of the Philippines where you can slide into a foreigner bubble. But if you want the pinnacle of urban decadence, it's definitely going to be here in Condo Land, otherwise known as BGC. Bonifacio Global City, talk about all that.
Bonifacio Global City, what I call the urban staycation vibe zone. Pool pools on hot days, and speaking of hot, you've got Filipinas. Also lovely, kind, and sweet. I'm sure you've heard some horror stories out there, and believe me, they can be true. But if you do your vetting properly, you will end up with your dream girl. BGC is a foodie paradise. There are hundreds of restaurants, a la carte seating, mall walks, so many different types of cuisines. This place is a skyscraper playground. I would say for the rich and famous, but you actually don't have to be rich to live here. Not that it's cheap for Manila by any means, but unless you're renting houses, this is the most expensive place to live in the Philippines. If you get your condo right, you're gonna have your pool set up. You're gonna have your gym set up. No more gym memberships, no more traveling to the gym, no more commuting time. Everything you need is right in your condo. But remember, you're in the bubble. You could walk across this city either way in about 20 minutes. And what happens when you step outside the bubble? We're going to take a look at all that a little later in this video. But again, the reason why you want to be here is because the bubble is so insulated. This is probably one of the safest cities on earth. It is so clean and convenient. Half the condos connect directly to a shopping mall with a gourmet market, cafes, restaurants. That's a really nice perk during rainy season. You don't have to own a car living in Bonifacio Global City. But the bubble is small. It can quickly become the same old, same old.
During rush hour, gotta take one of these flights. You want to get anywhere, anytime, reasonable and cheap. Outside of the foreigner bubble, it's a completely different world with its own sets of rewards and challenges. Let's dive into the Palenque. This is the Barangay, which is essentially a little township, and I think we're about 1.25 kilometers from BGC. Like, first world, primo heaven, the best condo vibe staycation zone probably on planet Earth, maybe next to Dubai, I don't know, but kilometer and a half away, completely different world. We're going shopping today, and we're shopping in the Palenque for fresh seafood, because when my little woman, my better half, woke up today, she's like, I want seafood pasta. I'm like, oh, like, all right, let's get it done. See how much it costs. What's up, guys? How we doing today? You playing in the puddle? All right, so basically $2 for a quarter kilo of the big shrimp. I'm getting 8 of them. Macano.
Magkano to pa?
Jumbo shrimp, 156 pesos. That's almost $3. I don't know if that's expensive or not. I don't buy a lot of shrimp. Mussels, 50 pesos for a half, I guess. I'm getting a big bucket of them. This is pusit, the squid, 4 pieces of squid. These are the oysters, the Ackland oysters. Thank you. And clams, big clams, which I'm gonna pass on. God, there are some beautiful young girls out today. And the wonderful thing is, you know, being a foreigner in the markets, the Palenques, the Barangays, you're kind of a novelty. And they just make eyes and they giggle, and like as soon as you walk up, they literally like cover their mouths and run away like chickens. It's more fun than it looks. Man, it's some good stuff. See what I'm saying? Always on the lookout for avocados. They're out of season, so they're a little more expensive, but I just bought a nice one for 35 pesos, which is about 70 cents. That's actually expensive. Oh man. Something always surprising and fun about the Philippines. Like, I just smiled at this woman on the street. She was cute. And she gave me this big smile, and I'm like, oh, no teeth. Like, really, like, just, wow. Way to kill a mood.
In addition to BGC, you've got condo land spots all over the metro, like here in Makati, Saucedo, Century City, Rockwell, and even Eastwood City. Check my playlist for that. You're not limited to Metro Manila when you've got 7,500 plus islands to choose from. The staycation lifestyle vibe can be found all throughout the Philippines, next to some of the most amazing pristine beaches. Environment and healthy lifestyle is a king here in the Philippines. Your diet consists of whole organic foods. Your environment is beautiful. The clouds in the sky are real. No straight line, bullshit clouds here, boys. And again, environment. And there's gonna be nightlife. It might not be kicking till 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning like it is in the metro, but it's still gonna be a good time. Not every beach is gonna be your Boracay, Siquijor, Isla Gigantes, off the grid, amazing beach. Some of these province beaches are pretty low key, but any beach is better than no beach. Shopping is a huge part of the metro lifestyle. Let's take a look.
Welcome to Mega Mall. This is the 3rd largest mall in the Philippines and the 13th largest mall on planet Earth. How fantastic is that? Well, stick around and let's see. It's great in some ways, but it's just terrible in others because it takes you forever to get anywhere in it. And there's so many shops and restaurants, and if you don't know where you're going, you're literally wandering the mall for an hour looking for your store. I mean, unless you know the name of the store, but like if you're like, I want a backpack store. Am I looking for REI? Am I looking for Eastern Mountain Sports? Am I looking for, like, it's just, there's no rhyme or reason. But it's a great mall. Whatever. And there's 2 buildings. There's the A building and the B building, and they're long buildings, and the bathrooms are at either end. It's the building. But they've got it all here. It's like art galleries, antiques. There's whole floors that are devoted to just things like furniture or, you know, cell phones and computers. There's a couple of food courts. We've got these medical supply stores here in the Philippines that are just lots of fun because it's really hard to buy decent Band-Aids in the Philippines. But in the medical supply stores, like, I got a haul today. You can get some cool stuff in these spots. Like today, I got some dental tools for teeth cleaning. I got a really nice precision pair of medical scissors. And my favorite, scalpels. Yeah, I was just, they sell you scalpels and blades in there. Like, every now and then, you know, you need a scalpel. We'll talk about that later. It's interesting.
There are tons of little restaurants, chain restaurants, Japanese restaurants, Korean restaurants, all kinds of restaurants, super cheap to eat in the mall. So you're interested in taking on the Philippines lifestyle, maybe early retirement like I did, and you have a million questions, and you probably should. Talk to someone like me. I do consulting for people that are looking to visit or move to the Philippines. If I was going to give you some straight out regular advice, it would simply be visit. But don't just visit for a week or two. Plan 3 or 4 weeks. And even 3 or 4 weeks is not going to be enough for you to really determine if this is the place where you're going to retire. Some people love it. I've been here 8 years and I'm never going back. But some people just can't hack it. And that's why I say you got to dive in, you got to check it out, you got to spend a couple months here, figure out if it's right for you. And again, talk to someone like me that'll help you get set up and navigate a lot of the little issues that you're going to find. Because despite the fact that they call the Philippines an emerging new nation and you look at their GDP and all that good stuff, this is still a third world bureaucracy. You're going to encounter your fair share of headaches.
And luckily, your visa probably won't really be one of them. The Philippines has one of the best visas in Southeast Asia. I have a couple videos up on the channel about that, and you can find plenty more here on the tube. But if you also want to get another look at different types of lifestyles here in the Philippines, check out my channel. I have lived all over the islands in all different levels of lifestyle, and I've enjoyed them all. Remember I mentioned horror stories? Yeah, the dating landscape has changed here. I will show you how to properly vet your girl so you don't end up high, dry, and jacked. And whether that means heartbroken or wallet broken or both, you really gotta watch your step and know how to make sure you've got the right girl. Thanks so much for checking out the video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and be sure and hit that like button. That really helps me out. And subscribe for much more coming up from the Metro and the fabulous Philippines.